My brother, do you see yourself on this sign? What nation of people do you come from on this sign right here? Step closer, bro. What's your name? What's your name? Derek? My name is Jedi. Nice to meet you. You said you're from the tribe of Judah? So your father is a so-called African American. Okay. I'm going to prove to you from the Bible that your history is in the Bible, that you are an Israelite. You're not an African American. All right? You with me? Yeah. Stay with me. Do you know who wrote the book of Deuteronomy? It's in the Old Testament. It was written by Moses. Give me that. Moses was a black man.
Right.
You know the story of Moses and the Israelites in the wilderness? So you don't know any history of the Bible? Okay. I'm going to give you a little bit of history. Have you ever been to Sunday school? How old was you when you first went to Sunday school? When you was young, right? Around 4 or 5. A time when you really didn't know no better, but you believed what they taught you in church, right? So, I'm going to ask you a story about the Bible. You know about Noah's Ark and the animals? How did they teach you that the animals was brought on the boat? By how many numbers? 2 by 2, right? He said Noah put the boat, called the animals male and female 2 by 2. You heard that before, right? That's how he got the animals on the boat, right? Now we're going to read what the Bible says, how he took the animals on the boat. To show you that man's words is different from the Bible's words. You with me? Give me that. Genesis 7.
Genesis chapter 7 and verse 1. And the Lord said unto Noah.
Now here's the story about Noah and the boat. Read.
Come thou and all thy house into the ark.
Read.
For thee have I seen righteous before me in this generation.
Read.
Of every clean beast thou shalt take to thee by sevens.
By how many?
Sevens.
A man told you that it was taken by 2s, right? The Bible clearly says that it was 7s. I'm just trying to show you that it's a difference between what we teach and what you was taught.
Right.
We read straight out of the Bible.
Right.
So now I'm going to show you that African American is not in the Bible. But how did we get over here to America? How did they teach you in school that we got over here? What's February? Black History Month, right? So in Black History, what they teach you about? Black people doing what? That's what they teach you. Slavery, right? Did you know slavery was documented in the Bible? I'm going to show you. Give me Deuteronomy 1 and 1.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
All Israel. Everybody on this sign was in the wilderness with Moses. Okay? So this is what Moses told them. Give me 15.
Verse 15. No, Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass.
Future prophecy. Read.
If thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
If you don't hearken and listen to the words of the voice of the Lord thy God. Read.
To observe, to do all his commandments.
To do what?
All his commandments.
You paying attention? Did it say religion or did it say commandments?
All his commandments.
So God never gave these people on this sign religion. So your churches is a lie, okay? Read it again.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
Moses told the children of Israel, the people on that sign, if you don't keep God's commandments, read,
that all these curses,
all these what?
Curses.
Is a curse a good thing or a bad thing? So a curse is a bad thing, right? That all these curses will do what?
Come upon thee and overtake thee.
All these curses are going to come upon the Israelites for not keeping God's commandments. You with me? Give me 46. I'm going to show you why these curses was put on us. Read.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee.
These curses shall be upon you. Read.
For a sign.
For a sign. What's a sign do? A sign. How do you know you were standing in front of Oprah's beauty supply store? Because of the sign, right? So a sign is an identifying mark. God said these curses is going to be on the Israelites, his chosen people, for a sign. Let's read 32. Here's one of the signs.
Verse 32.
Bring it out.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
What's this? This is our, read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
What's that? That's a sign that's on you, the Israelites. This is your history, correct?
Right.
This is when our sons was given to another people in slavery, right? Bring that up to today. If your parents discipline you the wrong way and you call CPS, what's going to happen? They're going to take you away, right? Read that again.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
One of the signs of the Israelites in the last days, that their sons and daughters will be taken from them. That happened to us, right? Read on.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
Have you seen any slave movies like Roots, 12 Years a Slave? You seen when the slave masters sold their children and all they did was cry? That's what they're saying. Read that part again.
And thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
All you're going to do is cry. Read.
And there shall be no might in thy hand.
You won't have no economic might or no military might. No money or no people to help you get your children back. Read on.
The fruits of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not.
What's the fruit of the land? Fruit, vegetables, anything that comes from the land.
Right.
How about diamonds? That comes from the land, right?
Right.
Read that again.
The fruit of thy land and all thy labors shall a nation which thou knowest not.
Who take that and sell it to you? White folks.
Bring it out.
White folks take this stuff from you, the fruit of your land. You understand what I'm saying? Read 64.
Verse 64. And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
Give me that sign. The Lord shall scatter thee among all people. When did that happen? Your history. In the slave trade, we were scattered. Read it again.
And the Lord shall scatter thee among all people.
We were scattered in the transatlantic slave trade and the Sub-Saharan slave trade. Read.
From one end of the earth even unto the other.
Look, my brother, from one end of the earth even into the other. Read.
And there thou shalt serve other gods.
In each one of these places, we serve another God.
Right.
Who is this? Is that Jesus according to the Bible or according to a man? A man? So if the man is telling you he looks like this, and the Bible clearly doesn't, that's not biblical, is that a lie or is that the truth? You played baseball before? You played any sports that had 3 strikes. Anything 3 times and you're done. Okay, well, I'm going to show you a game of baseball, and we're going to play it with this guy right here, okay? Because I'm going to show you what the real image of Christ looked like according to the Bible.
Bring it out.
You with me? Read. Revelation.
Revelation chapter 1 verse 1.
Bring it out.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
Do you know what the word revelation means? It means to reveal. Read that again.
The revelation of Jesus Christ.
The revealing of Jesus Christ. Jump down to 14.
Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
Get the wool sign. His hair on his head and his hair on his face was white and woolly. White colored, woolly texture. Who on this planet got woolly textured hair? Because this is wool off a sheep. Feel your head. So you got woolly hair, right? So that's strike 1 against this dude right here, right? Read.
As white as snow.
So he was fully gray. Read.
And his eyes were as a flame of fire.
When it says his eyes was as a flame of fire, does that mean he was Cyclops? Give me Genesis 49. Moses, in the beginning, told us what Christ would look like when he showed up on the scene, so you would have an identifying mark. You with me? He said he would have white woolly hair, and his eyes will be, what color is fire? Read that.
Genesis 49, verse 12. His eyes shall be red with wine.
One of Jesus Christ's first miracle, he turned water into wine at a wedding. You with me? So that's 2 strikes against this dude right here, right? Go back to Revelations, give me 15.
Verse 15. And his feet.
Stop. His feet. You got on sandals, right? So if you take your sock off, your face is the same color as the top of your feet, correct? Read.
Like unto fine brass.
His feet is like unto, just like fine brass. That's fine brass. What color is that? So it's a derivative of brown. You with me? But it goes one step farther. Read on.
As if they burn.
As if they what?
Burn.
If you burn white rice in a furnace, what color is it? Read it again.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So Jesus Christ is so dark, he looked like he was burnt in a furnace. So that's 3 strikes against this dude right here, right? So why do they teach us this in church? Because they don't want you to know who you are.
That's right.
Go back to Deuteronomy, because I'm going to show you that the black Messiah said, if you don't keep all my Father's commandments, I'm going to send you back into slavery. Give me 68.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did we get here?
With ships.
We got over here on cargo slave ships, packed like sardines. This was you. This is your ancestors. You are your ancestors. Read it again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt.
For breaking God's commandments, the Lord will bring the Israelites into slavery again with what?
With ships.
Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee.
He said the same way I'm going to tell you it's going to happen is exactly the way it's going to happen. Read.
Thou shalt see it no more again.
You Israelites, you'll never see your homeland Jerusalem again. Have we ever as a nation been to Jerusalem? No. So who is this pertaining to? The Israelites. So what that make you? Read on.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
And there you shall be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
What's that say, brother? Cash for who? Negroes. Ain't that what they call you over here in America? So that makes you an Israelite from the tribe of Judah.
That's right.
Do you know why it's important for you to know that you're an Israelite from the tribe of Judah? Matthew 15. Do you understand why it's important? Why is it important that you know who you are? Because this is the history that they took from you. They're not going to teach you that. If you knew you was God's chosen people, you wouldn't sell drugs to one another. We wouldn't be whoring our sisters out. If we knew these things. You understand what I'm saying? Watch this. This is why it's important. Read what you got. This is New Testament.
Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. Bring it out. But he answered and said.
This is God talking. Read.
I am not sent.
Jesus Christ. I'm sorry. He said what?
I am not sent.
I am not sent. Read.
But unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's why it's important that you know who you are. Because when Christ comes back for his second return, he's only coming back for who?
The lost sheep of the house of Israel.
That's you. You the lost sheep. Give me Matthew 18 and 11. It's written all over the Bible that the Bible is only written to the Israelites, for the Israelites, from the Israelites. So who you think understand it? The Israelites. Read that.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 11. Read out. For the Son of Man.
The Son of Man. Who's the Son of Man? Do you know? Give me John 8:28. I'm going to show you who the Son of Man is, but notice every time I make a statement, I'm going to a Bible to read it. Read what you got.
John chapter 8, verse 28. Read out. Then said Jesus unto...
Then said who?
Jesus.
Read it slow. Then said who?
Jesus.
Read.
Unto them.
Unto them. Read.
When ye have lifted up the Son of Man.
When you lifted up the Son of Man. Read.
Then shall ye know that I am he.
Jesus is the Son of Man. Go back to Matthew 11:18. You understand that? So read that again. Matthew 11:18.
Matthew chapter 18, verse 11.
Bring it out.
For the Son of Man is come to save that which was lost.
Jesus Christ has came to save that which is lost. You lost. You know why you lost? Jeremiah 17:4. I'm going to show you why you lost. The Bible is your history book. Everything that you're going through right now, my brother, is recorded. You understand what I'm saying? You understand what we bringing out, bro? Do you understand it? Read that.
Jeremiah chapter 17, verse 4. And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue.
What does it mean to be discontinued? Stop doing, right? Read it again.
And thou, even thyself, shall discontinue from thine heritage.
You're going to discontinue from the heritage, read,
That I gave thee.
that God gave you, my brother. Your heritage is your language, the way you conduct yourself, how you treat your people. All these is part of your heritage. We even got a dress code.
Right.
The foods that you eat. Do you know what foods you're supposed to eat? Let's get that in Leviticus. Matter of fact, give me Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 23. I'm going to show you who we are. You understand what I'm saying? You all right, bro? All praise. Watch this.
Ezekiel chapter 44, verse 23.
out.
And they shall teach my people.
They shall teach my people. This is the real teachers that you see in purple. Read.
The difference between the holy and profane.
Do you know what the word profane means? Somebody look up profane on their phone. But the whole scripture is, we are out here to teach our people, the Israelites, so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, the difference between what's holy and profane. Let me show you what's holy real quick. Give me that in Leviticus 20, 26. We're going to show you what's holy and then give you the definition of profane, because our people don't know the difference. You understand what I'm saying? Read what you got.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 26. And ye shall be holy unto me, for I, the Lord, am holy. And have,
Holy unto God, because he's holy. Read.
and have severed you.
What's the word sever mean? Sever, cut off, separated. Read that again.
And have severed you from
Go ahead.
other people.
God separated the Israelites from other people because we got God's laws. That's what makes us severed. That's what holy is.
Right.
Keeping God's laws make you holy.
That's
now, I'm gonna
right.
get you the definition of profane. You got the definition right here, bro. Read that.
Profane. Relating or devoted to that which is not sacred.
Which is not what?
Sacred.
Read.
Or biblical.
Not biblical. That's not biblical. This is the biblical description. So if this is the biblical description, that means this is profane. So religion profanes the Bible, and it profanes you.
We used to scream black power while heroin was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.